All right, welcome back to another unshakable video. How to live an unshakable life, how to create the life that is on your terms, that is unshakable, meaning when shit hits the fan, you got it. When life comes at you, you got it. You know how to navigate it. It doesn't rattle you, doesn't shake you to the core. And today I want to talk about free will and bumper cars. Yes, free will and bumper cars. But first, if you want to understand more about me, go to robdurlich.com, ROBDRLICH. Same spelling for my Instagram, Rob Durlich, ROBDRLICH. You can find out more about me. I like to talk about philosophy, spirituality, and ultimately simplicity of our humanity. One of my core beliefs is that life is not that complicated. We don't need to have a bunch of scholarly works to understand why we're here and what the universe is all about. To understand the concept of God, our creator, the spirituality, spirit, the universe, what we're supposed to believe versus what we're not supposed to believe. We have already been given that information. We're just in a life of remembering who we actually are, of uncovering again the core truth of our being, our truest nature, which to me is unconditional love. And that's what life is all about. Presenting us circumstances, obstacles, and opportunities to open up more to unconditional love. But free will is a part of that. And free will and bumper cars is the subject of today, which maybe you're curious, what the hell does free will and bumper cars have to do with each other? Life's a mystery, a lot of what we're here, but let's understand our experience. We can get into deep philosophies, and free will is one of those. You can go down the rabbit hole of deep scholarly work of philosophers, of neuroscience, all trying to have a perspective on really what free will is. But let's look at our experience. And often I go back to what it is we desire deep inside of us, what we're experiencing. And that usually tells us the clues, gives us the clues to understand these bigger concepts about life, such as free will. Do we have free will? Well, here's our experience. It's like bumper cars, being in line at the bumper cars at the fair or the amusement park. We're in line. At some point, they say, go find a car. And maybe we target the blue one in the corner that's away from all the other cars so we can get a nice, good start. But someone else takes it. And we're forced to go into the pile in the middle with 5, 6, 7 other cars around us. And we're in the middle because we get the last car, because that's just how life, that's the line. And we were the last one to be able to get in, so we get the last car. And so we get into it, but we all have a steering wheel. We all have a car that works. But we might be buried around us. We might have a bunch of cars around us, and they turn on the electricity and we're able to go. We're trying to navigate our way out. Some of us just sit in life going, life is already buried me. There's nothing I can do. I'll just sit here and not do much because life is just going to keep bumping into me. I'm not going to be able to go anywhere. And someone else might go, ooh, life is free. I get to go around and drive and boom, until someone knocks you off course and then you go slamming into somebody else. And see, this is the concept of free will. We get to drive, but so does everybody else. So does 8 billion people in the world. We're all driving our own car, our own vehicle, all slamming into each other. Some of us, because they want to slam into us. They seek pleasure in ruining somebody else's path, or just simply being a challenge and an obstacle. Other people they're on their goal. Get out of my way. Do not get in my way. And we're trying to navigate it, but then boom, someone slams into us. And what happens in bumper cars is there's just this cause and effect that just keeps happening for the 5-6 minutes that you are allowed to drive, that the electricity is on and the cars are operational. This is like free will, right? Cause and effect, which is a concept of quantum physics, that life is happening, and with every action, there is a reaction. And this is free will because we're all bumping into each other. I can get to make a choice, and someone else makes a choice and hits into my choice, taking me a little bit off course. But the thing is, what do you do at that time. Maybe you start off buried and you can only move an inch, but do you choose to move that inch? Do you choose to do what you can with where you can do it? It's all about our beliefs. Do we feel that life is limited? Or do we feel life has possibility? It comes down to our mindset and how we think. It comes down to, do we really truly believe that we can create the life that we want despite the challenges and obstacles that we may run into? All these other cars or other people trying to figure out their own life, doing their own thing. And through that, there are challenges and obstacles. We get bumped off course. We get slammed. We get backed into a corner. But what do we do? We think we want to go towards this goal. All of a sudden, we get knocked off course and we get buried into the corner. There's 5 or 6 cars that's around us, and we can only move an inch. But do we still choose to move an inch, knowing there will be a possibility, knowing that there is a way out, having a belief that you can work through that challenge to get that car going forward, to go to wherever you want to go, to find freedom, to be able to cruise around the mess and the chaos, and to finally navigate life on your terms? What do you choose when life has you cornered, when life has you buried? Do you take the inch and work that into another inch and another inch and another inch? What do you do when you're free and you're on target and you know where you want to go and someone slams into you? Do you keep on going? Do you find a way through that? Or someone cuts in front of you, do you go around them and maybe you have to take a different path than what you wanted? I hope you understand the metaphor here. It's like bumper cars. We're all in this together. 8 billion people running into each other, creating challenges and obstacles for each other. Do we choose to let life just keep ramming into us and we just bounce off things and just, it is what it is? Or do we choose to keep on trying to overcome those challenges and obstacles to create the life that we want to create, that is deep in our hearts, that is deep in our soul? This is free will. It's really just, what do we choose when cause and effect and chaos happens? And that's the challenge to you. What do you choose? What do you want out of life, no matter who or what is bumping into you? I'll leave it at that. I'll leave that as a question for you to wrestle with. I'll leave that as a question for you to think about in terms of free will. I want to talk about so many more concepts around this, really about how we get to create the life that we want. Creating an unshakable life really is about this. Learning how to navigate all the chaos around us so that we aren't shaken and we start creating the life that we want to live. Life is here to give us obstacles and circumstances and opportunities for us, one, to create the life that we want, to choose the life that we want, and ultimately the deeper purpose of life for me is so that we can expand in unconditional love no matter what is happening around us. I'll get more into that on another video. Again, you want to understand more about me, go to robdurlich.com. Same place on Instagram, Rob Durlich, ROBDRLICH. Also, my free ebook. You can download that at my website, 15 pages, How to Live Unshakable. It's called Living Unshakable, just an introduction to some of the things that I like to talk about. But most importantly, like and subscribe. If you liked this video, leave me a comment. Even if you didn't like it, leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit me up on Instagram, and I hope to see you around.